Hi, Biology 1001. I've been wanting to give you a quick tour of your textbook, and I thought this might be a good time to show you how to navigate around it so that it makes more sense to you. Because I've been getting some questions. I'm actually in, what am I in? Unit 1.1. And I've scrolled down to the Learn activities. This is an article. It'll just pop out and you can read it. But it says I'm supposed to look at infographic 2.1 on page 24 of your textbook. So unless you have a paper copy of your textbook, which you can easily open to get to page 24, you're going to need to go into your electronic textbook. So I'm going to jump into that so I can show you what it looks like. This should be pretty similar to what you would see, even though this is my teacher view of it. So I get in and then I would click on this to get to our class. Okay, it looks like there's 19 of you in there. Good job. Okay, so one of the things you'll notice is there's no Unit 1.1 assignment. I'm just supposed to be looking at this image. So the assignments that you see are like, here's the optional study guide I mentioned at one point. Here is the actual quiz that is graded. This is optional if you want to go back and review the chapter, but these are all for Unit 1.2. Where's Unit 1.1? Regardless of what unit you're in, you'll notice the readings are not actually here. Okay, that's not going to show for you guys. And the reason I did that is because this book runs a little differently. Over here on the left is the ebook. That's where you go to actually do the reading. So click on the ebook. You can see, look, here's chapter 1. I can jump to whatever section I want. I'm going to just jump right into chapter 1. Okay, I'm going to try that again. I'm going to jump right into the introduction of chapter 1. I'm going to show you this so that you have an idea of what to do. This will also explain why I didn't put it in your assignments. When you scroll to the end of this, like it was a whole 2 pages, that is not all of chapter 1. You scroll down to read, you click next to get to the next section. So now I'm moving on to the next section. Yes, I could go through this bit by bit to get to page 24, but why would I do that? So check it out. I'm going to go to page 24. On page 24, I'm supposed to be looking for infographic 2.1. And this got me to infographic 2.2. What do you want to make a bet? You'll notice these things are divided by sections. I'm betting I have to go to page 23. Let's try that. So there's this new topic heading, and look, there's infographic 2.1, which is on page 24 in the actual textbook, but it's part of this section. So you can see it's a little weird. It's one of the reasons I wanted to show you this. So there's the infographic you're supposed to be looking over. It's not that huge of a deal. Things you can do. Look, there's a notebook. Where the stuff I put in is. Check this out. What if I highlight? I can't highlight this. Hang on. I notice my notes are spinning, but let's see how it goes. What if I highlight this and I click notes? I can add a highlight or I can add a note. Very interesting. So you can take notes electronically in this notebook. And then when you go, notice, hey, isn't this cool? What is it? Can I hover? Can I click on it? How cool is that? So I can see why I did it. And you'll notice there was lots of colors and other things. When I go to the notebook, it'll show what I highlighted and what my note was. I can edit the notes. I can delete the notes. You'll see I made some like very weird notes along the way, which I probably should get rid of. I'm going to delete that one because that was nothing, and I want to delete that one. Ooh, did you notice it didn't give me a warning for deleting? Careful in deleting your notes. So once you're here and you're reading, you now know how to get to the ebook, to your notebook, to jump between pages. I believe if you click this down arrow, remember you're just going to kind of move through sections. There's the previous one. So this is how you go through it. Remember to take notes. When you're ready to get back, you would click on home. Once you're in home, you can see I'm still in the ebook, but this is like the table of contents of the ebook. If you want to see what your actual assignments were, you go back here to home. And this will give you the actual quizzes that you need to take. So like I said, since 1.1, we're only looking at this one image, I didn't put it in there. But when you get to unit 1.2, it says you have stuff to read, and I'm giving you a study guide. These download. You can kind of fill them in as you read. You may want to do that. It's like a study guide to the reading. That might be really helpful for you instead of taking notes or in addition to taking notes. Anything here that says, do you see how it says down here to do? See, now I'm not going to point to it because it'll just cover it up. But you see where it says to do and it says 5 points and it's got June 12th above it? Those are the actual assignments. So see if I click into this one. There's a to do. I've got that assignment. It's worth 1. There's a couple of other to dos down here with the due dates. So those are the ones that you actually have to get done. I will go into one just so you can see it. These are the questions. Oh gosh, don't look at the answers. I'm getting out. You would put the answers in and I will eventually transfer those points into Canvas. This is not directly connected to Canvas. Anyway, I hope this helps clarify what it is you want to do in the book. If you go back to a tab, you can't see my tabs, but when you launch this, it opens up in its own tab and I can go back to the class to see what I'm actually supposed to be reading. I hope that helps out. Good luck. I'm ready for more questions when you have them.